He was kicked 3 times and bitten by a canine after police found him sitting in his car outside his own apartment.
We heard the screaming. We all out here like, what's going on in the back? Like, who's back there hollering?
And today, St. Paul's police chief is apologizing.
My deepest apologies on behalf of the entire St. Paul Police Department.
What happened and how the community is reacting as our team coverage at 4:30 starts now. We start at 4:30 with dash cam video released just about an hour ago by the St. Paul Police Department. Police say the man was sitting in his car outside the apartment where he lived when police thought he matched the description of someone involved in a fight. The video that we're about to show could be disturbing, but we think it's important for you to see what happened next. The chief made his announcement just about an hour ago, showed that video. Our Steve Tallier is going to walk us through what just happened and what we saw. Steve.
Lindsay, St. Paul Police Chief Todd Axtell today. All
right, thank you so much, Steve. And we went back to the scene of this incident to talk to some of the people living there. They tell us they heard it all happen.
We heard the screaming. We all out here like, what's going on?
Our Todd Wilson is talking with people and hear what they say about why it's not the neighborhood that they're afraid of, but it's police. That story tonight on 5 Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock. Now, just this week, the city of St. Paul proposed some changes to the commission that oversees complaints against police. The Police Civilian Internal Affairs Review Commission has been around since 1994. Some changes being proposed include adding 2 more community members and giving control of the commission to the city's Human Rights Department. The police chief would still have the final say on officer discipline. The recommendations are a result of an audit and public hearings over the last year. Today, law enforcement officers from Minnesota and other states are in Wisconsin for the funeral of a slain deputy. Rusk County Sheriff's Deputy Dan Glaze was shot and killed last Saturday in Ladysmith. Kevin Dorn is here to tell us about his funeral that brought in so many, Kevin.
Lindsay.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Now, it's hard to believe that it's hunting season with today's temperatures. And meteorologist Jonathan Uhas is here with how long it's going to stay this warm. Some love it. Some people wish that it would start getting chilly.
Well, everybody's going to get what everybody wants here with this deal because about that and let you know about the next chance for rain. Talk about that forecast at 4:48.
All right, thank you so much, Jonathan. As we head into the busiest days of deer hunting season, why officials are predicting more deer sightings this year. And a convicted serial killer's chance at innocence died along with them. That ruling right after the break.
Watch Josie Smith and Ken Barlow on 5 Eyewitness News Morning.
Continuing now with our top story, officials with the NAACP are reacting today to this video release and the St. Paul Police Chief's actions. Speaking right now, let's go ahead and listen in.
The day the Bull Connors, when you're putting dogs on humans. There is no place in St. Paul for a dog to be put on a human. We appreciate Chief Axtell for taking disciplinary action against these 2 officers. But let me be real clear from the African American Leadership Council, and I'll let my brothers talk as well. They should both be terminated.
My name is Reverend Charles.
Disappointed and disgusted. Those are the words from Jeff Martin, president of the St. Paul NAACP. He says he doesn't want to be talking suspensions. He wants to be talking terminations. He says not just the officers who were directly involved, but the officers who were there in that situation. We'll have more coming up after this break. Convicted serial killer Billy Glaze will never be ruled innocent. Glaze was convicted of killing 3 women in Minneapolis in the 1980s. Lawyers with the Innocence Project were trying to get him free based on new DNA evidence they said pointed to another man. But Hennepin County Judge Todrick Barnett has ruled that since Glaze has now died of cancer, his innocence is no longer an active controversy. Here it is, a look at the election countdown clock. You can see it in your head, I'm sure. Tuesday, it's the deadline to cast your ballot for president along with local elections. But you don't have to wait until then. You can do it now. Our Tyler Berg has more on what you need to know about early voting.